Alright, so I'm going to walk you guys through my warm-up. So you know this is at 1.2 times speed, so it's going to be a little bit faster just to speed things up a little bit. I like to start out spending a bit of time on the mat, moving slow, doing bits and pieces. I generally start with my upper back, so here you can see me doing a little bit of mobility work through my upper back. And then I'll just hang out, do a bit of hip work. So typically I have 1 foot forward, 1 leg back, really trying to open up through that right hip at the moment. I'll sit back, stretch that hamstring, and then as I sit forward, I push that front knee away from me. And I'll go through that a few times, and then I'll just swap sides. So you'll probably be able to see that a little bit better. I kind of start off with this reaching under and up, very similar to the first stretch we did, just to get a little more mobility through the upper back, and then once again hanging out here, trying to open up through the hips a little bit more. And then I'll be hanging out, trying to loosen up through the calves, so driving my heels into the ground one by one. And then I kind of put it all together with a squat position. So this is kind of where it all comes together. I'll generally hold onto a pole to get a bit of support. As I lift my hips, I kind of try to get a stretch through my hamstrings. And then as I come down, I'll try to push my knees out and open up through my chest. Next, I'll be working on my upper back a little bit more. It's it's a good general, just like upper body stretch for the shoulders, through your lats, through your chest, through your shoulders. It's kind of a bit of an all-rounder. And same goes for this, really. That side-to-side movement is awesome. I feel like you'll get a lot of movement through your rib cage, through your upper back, and then dislocations to finish off. Every time I go back, I might move my hands a little bit closer together. This is a great activation exercise for the upper back, for the back of the shoulders and the upper back and the middle back. So keeping the elbows in, I'll try to roll the foam roller up the wall as far as I can while keeping my elbows in. So if my elbows come out, got to start again, reset. And finally, I'm just doing a bit of single leg hip thrusts. I tend to have one glute that's more lazy than the other. So I find doing some single leg hip thrusts is a great way to activate your hips and help promote hip stability when you do your lower body movements.